Welcome to another episode of Real Estate, Real Answers. And today I'm really excited. I have one of my teammates here, Lauren Butler, who is phenomenal. I love her. She does so many things, and I can't wait to talk to you about all the things that she does. So Lauren, how do you do everything you do?
You know what? I just do it. I wake up in the morning and I set my goals in place, and I just get up and I just do it. And I believe in being resilient, leading with integrity. And I live by how you do one thing is how you do everything.
Yeah, I love that. And I tell people all the time, you can't look too far into the day or you won't get anything done. So it's like, just
and I
get
start
it.
my days early. I try to, I try to get a good workout in, and then it's like off to the ground running.
I love it. I love it. So tell everybody what you do.
So I am, of course, I'm on Teresa's team, and Teresa is amazing. She has been such a great help to me in regards to guiding me. Anytime I call her, she answers. But in addition to that, my focus is residential real estate, and I just love helping all of my clients. My clients have been great.
So I love that, because I really think you go above and beyond to meet people and to care about people. And one of the things I think I called you about one time was you were starting a walking club. And I was like, that is so smart.
Yeah.
Because you get to kill two birds with one stone. You're keeping fit and you're meeting people and you're helping them get fit. So tell me about that.
With just a little bit of my journey I've always been up and down in my weight. So I am definitely that person that I cannot afford not to go to the gym. Because I also like to restaurant and
yes, me too.
do a whole bunch of things and, find different things. I want to say probably around 2 years ago, I just realized that, life happens and things of that nature, but I knew that I had to really be consistent with just staying in the gym. Even if I eat like crap or I'm not on top of it, I always try to make it to the gym. And it's just a part of my daily routine. So I tend to go on walking trails a lot, specifically like Kelly Drive. I do the steps. And so I was like, why don't I just invite other people out with me? Because, it also helps people stay accountable.
Yes.
And it also helps me stay accountable as well, too. So with that being said, I wanted to start a walking group, and I called it, the name of it is Grit and Grace Soul Walking Group.
Yeah, I love that. And I love Kelly Drive. That's so awesome down there.
Yes.
And we found out talking the other day that we both love the same restaurant.
Yes.
How crazy is that?
Yes.
We're going to go to lunch there one of these days in Riva.
Yeah.
It's amazing. If you have never been there, you should really check it out.
You really should. It's
yes,
really good.
but let's talk to everybody about why they should pick you as their real estate agent.
I lead with integrity. I genuinely really care about my clients a lot. I think that sometimes maybe I allow my emotions to get so involved. It's like when I'm doing a transaction, it's like as if I'm taking care of myself. It's not just about, my client having to feel like they have to go through this all on their own. I really try to be transparent and even try to have those harder conversations of, different things that could occur throughout the transaction. That's what I would say.
Yeah, because it's a complicated process. I don't think people realize what all goes into someone listing their home for sale and then the whole buying process, especially with all the changes that have occurred and making sure that buyers are educated and sellers know what the pricing is. We're finding that sellers really have no idea how much equity they really have gained in the last 4 or 5 years. And it's really fun to meet with them and tell them that their home's worth sometimes 100 or 200,000 more than they thought.
Yes.
So are you coming across that at all?
I am.
Yeah.
I am. And I've also been picking up on doing workshops.
Okay.
Just because I realized just having conversation, and I go to a lot of networking events. That's how I just try to build relationships every week. So I try to make it to like 3 or 4 different networking. But just, even talking with other business owners, if you're talking about real estate, they're like, oh, I had no idea about that.
Yeah.
Right. And so like you think that because they have their own business or, that doesn't mean that they really know all the intricate details.
No, because they're focused on what they do.
Exactly.
And I think that's where a lot of people are misinformed because we believe that they already know. Yeah. And they really don't. So I think that's a huge opportunity, to let people know what their home is worth. And I think anybody that's listening to this should be calling you, even if they're not ready to sell, just to say, hey, you know what is my home worth? Because you would do that for them for free.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 100%. And even with that, doing workshops, just inviting people, once again, community outreach, that has really been my main focus. And the community has supported me in return in regards to either showing up getting referrals, things of that nature. But even if I don't know an answer, I have no problem being transparent and saying that, but I'm going to get you the answer.
Right. Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, my focus is always making sure that even if I'm so passionate that even if you choose not to work with me, at least you know that I provide you with honest information.
Yes.
And, of course, we would love to, work together. I would love to work with you. But even with that, I think it's very important for people to be educated.
Yeah.
And if I could be a vessel to that, I'm okay with that.
I love that. That's why I love you, and I think you're awesome. She means what she says. She really works in integrity. She cares. She is very well versed in this business, and she understands it. So she knows how to price a home. She knows how to find a buyer what they need. She cares, and that's really hard to find sometimes. So, you would be very lucky if you could work with Lauren. So I am going to suggest that you give her a call. Lauren, how would they get in touch with you if they wanted to work with you?
Okay, so you can email me at laurenbutlerhomes at kw.com. I'm also on social media as well. And then you can reach out to me via phone, 610-308-3814.
Awesome. Give her a call. You will not regret it. And that is another episode on Real Estate, Real Answers. Thank you so much.
Real Answers with Terrence Brittingham.